Hey YouTube! I'm back in New York, and what a vacation I've been on. I cannot wait to tell you all about it. So sit back, relax, and let's go for a ride. Hi everybody who watches this. Thank you so much for watching as always. I'm happy to be back / sad to be back because I'm back in the rut of my normal everyday life. Well, I'm lying. I'm really not yet because I still have kind of today off, but I'm back to reality. That's all that counts. This past 2 weeks has been phenomenal. I really haven't taken a vacation in so long. And what's kind of ironic about that is if you know me personally, I am the biggest advocate for taking vacations. It kills me when my friends say they left vacation time on the table at work. I think, what are you doing with yourself? You gotta go out and live life. You got to go explore new countries, new places, meet new people. That's how you evolve and de-stress. And that is exactly what happened to me on my trip. So last time, if you saw my video, you saw I gave you a little short video on the cruise ship. That's really all I had time to do because we went from the cruise ship to an airplane to fly from Miami to Orlando and then straight into Disney. And then I spent some days at Disney, then I went to Universal, spent some days in Universal, and back to Miami for a little bit, and then back here. So it's been nuts. So let's start with the cruise. I'm gonna do a whole nother video, I believe, on different cruise lines that I've taken, which one is Carnival and Norwegian. This last time was Carnival. I still had an amazing time, but moral of this next video is I do like Norwegian better, and I will give you a nice video of why I like the two differences. To everybody out there that knows how much I am a big advocate of climate change, I totally know that cruises are not the most environmental friendly adventures to go on, but sometimes we're a little guilty. And everything else in my life, I try to live as green as I possibly can. I don't have a car, so if you're gonna come at me with and you have a car, hey, I saved all mine for a cruise ship. Give me that. Anyway, so we started the cruise in Miami, which meant I had to leave New York City super early in the morning. We go to the cruise, has an amazing first day. The next day we went from Miami to Key West. I've never been to Key West before. Got to see a little bit of it along the way. Super cool, looks like a very nice, relaxing place. I saw a lot of smoke shops and a lot of bars and liquor stores. So I imagine the two things you do there is drink and smoke. I don't really know what else because it's a small island at the very end of the United States. Looks super relaxing and all the people are there. But for me, it was so hot. You guys have been watching my videos. You see that we've had crazy snowstorms not that long ago, and then to go into like super hot, humid weather was a really big eye-opening experience. And by the end of the vacation, I got used to it, but the beginning was like, oh my gosh, what am I in? So from Key West, then we went to Cozumel the next day. I had been to Cozumel before, and it was mainly, I just kind of wanted a nice relaxing day where we were gonna spend it on the cruise ship, kind of get off the ship, stretch our legs, and we did that, and it was great, bought some souvenirs, and then the next night, you know, we got spoiled by the cruise. You can get your dinners and all of this stuff. The main takeaway I took from this portion of the trip was meeting people. Although I seem like I'm really good on camera or talking and sharing my life and stuff like that, or if you know me, you know that I can talk to just about anyone, I don't always necessarily like to put myself in the situation, especially if I'm there with somebody. I like to spend my time with that person and us have the connection, and if other people come along the way, great. On Carnival, you kind of get set with total strangers and expect it to kind of talk to them and, I don't know, make small talk, which I hate small talk. I like to jump in and let's talk about the big issues, let's talk about your life, all of that stuff. But I walked away from this experience having an amazing time. I met so many awesome people that really opened my eyes and just made me so happy because I absolutely love bringing people together, people from different sides of the aisle, people with different beliefs, all of these things, because at the end of the day, I believe we're all human and we all have something to say, and it's interesting if we just open our ears and listen, and this trip was amazing with that. So from the cruise, we flew to Orlando and went to Disney World, and the last time I was at Disney World, I was like 10 years old. And needless to say, a lot of things have changed. The technology, I mean, is out of this world of what it used to be then, of how the rides now are so technologically advanced and so many 4D stuff, so much movement stuff. And that was definitely an experience for me. I've learned that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan. Like, I don't go out and see 4D movies because they're not really my thing, or 3D movies. I don't like the glasses and all of that stuff. But when in Disney World or Universal Studios, you gotta try it out, right? So I did. I tried out the new Avatar ride. Amazing. I mean, I can't even imagine the amount of money they spent to build that ride. It was phenomenal. But something about like feeling like you're flying and the glasses and water spurting in my face, it kind of made me a little nauseous. If that's just me, I think other people loved it. I can see how you would love it. But for me, you know, I get a little nauseous. It happens. So we, you know, Disney's Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, got to see it. It was great. I stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. There was animals outside my room. I mean, I go from like a city where I'm looking behind you now to all these buildings to I just had animals behind me. Totally different. And not to mention, like, prior to that, I was just in Mexico, and then we were in Florida. So well, I guess I was still technically in Florida, but it didn't feel like it. So Disney was great. It was really cool to soak in that experience. And we went to Universal Studios. And if I'm being honest, I liked Universal Studios better. It's kind of more my cup of tea, and we stayed at Universal, so we got front of the past lines where we got to get on the rides so much sooner. Harry Potter was great. I loved seeing it. The attention to detail that they did is out of this world. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Minus all of the other tourists there, I did feel like I was at Hogwarts or in Hogsmeade or in Diagon Alley. So if a theme park is able to do that, hats off to them, because that's incredibly impressive. From Universal Studios, I then went to Miami for like a day and a half, and that was my first time there, except taking the cruise out. But when I took the cruise out, I didn't really get to spend much time. I kind of got to see it from afar. But this time I got to go to South Beach for a little bit, take some photos, prove I was there. And super cool. It was nice. The time I got to go was a little later in the evening, so it was just my crowd, not a lot of people. Got to relax, and I loved it. It was such a great vacation. Even at Disney and Universal, I met amazing people along the way, and it really helped restore my faith in humanity. My last video before the cruise, you know, I tried to put out some positivity on my feed about all the good things that are going on. And this trip, I just couldn't help but leave being extra happy, because I met so many amazing people, and I love that. I love getting to see glimpses into other people's lives, because I genuinely believe, you know, we're all humans that are just trying to live our own lives, and with the cards that we're being dealt, and the more that we get to know more people and see glimpses into their lives, it helps us feel that connection to everybody, and remember that we're all just trying to do the best we can. Yeah, there's bad apples, but on this trip, I got to meet so many amazing people, and it made me so happy. I got to spend it with somebody I truly care about, got to bring in and have an amazing new friend as well. Like, what more could I possibly ask for? Great trip, great time. Happy, sad to be back. Missed the vacation, obviously, but glad to be back in my life. Glad to get back in touch with all of you, and I look forward to making more videos for you. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram. I'm much more active there, and I'm able to kind of comment a little bit more than I can with YouTube, because I do it more. On YouTube, obviously subscribe. You know how to do it. If you're on YouTube, you got the subscribe thing. Stick around, see the videos I'm gonna be pumping out every Friday. Meet me here, let's have a discussion, let's talk. It's always a little something different. All my love, and don't forget, go out and do something amazing in the world. Make it a better place because you were here. Bye everybody, see you next Friday.